Do not make this mistake when manifesting your desire. You are familiar with law of attraction, law of assumption, Neville Goddard, so you know that when you act as if, when you embrace the version of you that already has the desire, when you think how he or she are gonna act, move, think, talk, when the thing that I want is already there. But somewhere, somehow, things don't go your way and you revert back to your default state, which is I don't have it. Don't make the mistake that I made, because that's what happened, I realized, to many, many people, most of us actually. I was probably, no, not probably, I know I was 19 because it was right after high school. And I didn't know anything about law of attraction, law of assumption. But because of something that I wanted, I got inspired to act as if. During a vacation, I got inspired by certain people, certain circumstances, things that happened. So when I went back home, I wanted to reproduce my morning, especially, and then my whole day, at the same way that it was on this vacation, because I felt so good in there, and I felt like my desire is there. I was feeling that over there. So I try to reproduce exactly that. So wear a certain outfit, cook certain things for breakfast, have all the routine, all the ritual going on. You know what happened? I didn't stick with it. I don't even remember what I did for the rest of the day after the breakfast part, because I revert back to my default mechanism. I let the external stuff get on me and not persisting in that version, even though it would have been fun. It would just have been fun. If anything, it would have been fun. Nobody would notice. It was not things that were like so extreme. Nobody would notice. It would just have been a fun thing to do. But you know why I gave up? Because I didn't feel what I expected to feel. I expected that things would fall in place right away just because I did that one thing in the morning. Wear the outfit, do the breakfast, everything is gonna roll from there like magic. It would have, if I put some discipline and some effort to keep it like that. I didn't know any better at the time. So back to now. Now I know better. Well, like it's many, 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 many years later. So I know better. Most of us give up on staying that feeling when we see that that feeling doesn't kick in the way that we think. So we do not stay there because we don't have the expected situation, the expected feeling right away. Do not make this mistake. It's not going to come right away. It's not going to come natural because your brain doesn't know that. Your brain, once you are in your routine, is your normal routine, like it happened with me in that vacation, your brain is not going to know what you're doing, and everything is going to feel foreign. So what is that? She's crazy? Are you crazy? You're not that. You usually don't wear that. You don't eat this, and you don't do that after that, and you don't plan for lunch. You don't do that. And you revert back. That's when you need the most discipline to stay in there. If only I stay in there and ignore what happened. You know what? I'm gonna plan for lunch like I did during that vacation. I'm gonna plan for dinner like I did in that vacation, and everything in between. I'm gonna act like I was there because it's perfectly possible. And I'm not gonna let anything outside of me make me think differently here than what I have going on over there. I didn't persist. That was the big mistake, and this is something that we do all the time, because we don't feel like we think we're supposed to feel. We just let it go, and we don't even realize. This is another huge point. We don't even realize that we're doing that. We don't realize that we're letting it go to crap. What I want you to do is make a plan so you don't make the same mistake that I did. Make a plan for the entire day. How would that go if I was that version? So if revert back to me, when I was doing that, I should have planned for the entire day, not just for the beginning of the day, expecting that then everything would kick in. No, it was not gonna, because I didn't know. My feeling were not there. So plan for the entire day, regardless of how you're gonna feel. You're not gonna feel it. Okay, write it down. You are not gonna feel it right away. You're not gonna. Feeling is the secret. Not Neville is right, but what he probably said in his lecture actually is not gonna feel like that right away. So it's gonna take some practice. Exactly like going to the gym and adopting a new style of nutrition. It's gonna take time before it's natural for you to make those choices, and it's gonna take time for you before that feeling does what you expect it to do, because it's all about the expectation. You know, your intellectual brain knows, but your normal like subconscious and go to pilot brain doesn't know that, so it would revert back. So you got it. Make a plan for the days ahead even, and remember, because this should be your relief. No, it's not gonna feel like you think that it's gonna right away, and this is perfectly normal. I don't know how many days it's gonna take for you or how many hours. Everybody is different. Do not worry about that. Do not listen to people that say, oh, it's only going to take 3 days, it's only going to take 60 days. Don't listen. You don't know, because they don't know. You will know. They don't know, because they don't know how your brain is built, is programmed. Your brain, your entire being has gone through different things. We are all different because we all have different upbringing. So your own system is gonna get it, is gonna absorb it in his own time. So do not worry about timing. Time is gonna go anyway. So in your head, you keep on doing the thing. You keep on bringing yourself back. Every time that you see it, you default back. Bring yourself back into the self that you selected. And eventually, sure enough, it's gonna kick in. I wish I did that many, many, many years ago, and it wouldn't have taken so many, many, many years to be where I am, where I happily am right now. So this is my wish to you, that you're more disciplined than I was. But it's not a wish actually. Discipline is like science, is there. You can apply. It's real. So do that. If you need any help, any suggestion, any word that I can give to you to help you keep going, please let me know. I'll be very, very happy to help.